Every number on a pay stub is a different life, not a different car, not a different neighborhood, a different way of thinking, a different version of what Monday morning feels like before your feet hit the floor. The same world, same grocery stores, same traffic, same phone, but experienced through completely different eyes depending on one number. This is what that number actually does to a life, $30,000. You wake up and your first thought isn't about the day. It's about the Thursday after next. Whether the timing works, whether the paycheck clears before the auto pay hits, you've become very good at this kind of math. Invisible, constant, background. You eat lunch at your desk not because you're busy, but because the sandwich you made at home cost $1.40 and the place downstairs cost $14. The difference is $12. $12 is a decision. At this salary, almost everything is a decision. You are not struggling in the dramatic sense. You are just never fully at rest. $50,000. The math loosens slightly. Not gone, just quieter. You stop checking your balance before small purchases. You start a savings account and actually leave money in it for more than 2 weeks. There's a version of a future starting to feel possible. But the raise came, and so did the better apartment, and the car payment that finally felt reasonable, and the gym you actually like. By the time life absorbed the extra, you were back to the same margin, just at a higher address. The number changed, the gap stayed exactly the same. You are no longer surviving. You are not yet building. You are maintaining, which feels like progress until you realize maintaining and building look identical from the outside. $75,000. This is where something quietly shifts. Not the lifestyle, the posture. You stop flinching at small prices. You order what you actually want and add the tip without calculating it twice. You have an emergency fund now. Real months of expenses sitting somewhere earning something. And that changes how you walk into a room. Money stops being today's problem. It becomes next year's question. That transition from survival to strategy is the most underrated milestone in any financial life. You finally have enough room to think past the end of the month. $100,000, 6 figures. You imagined it differently. The number arrived and you expected something to feel finished. Nothing finished. What you got instead was clarity, the specific, uncomfortable kind that shows you exactly how much the lifestyle rose to meet the income without asking your permission. You were spending $97,000 of it. That means you are building at roughly the same pace as the person at $50,000 who spends $47,000. The salary doubled. The gap stayed the same. The lesson at this level isn't how to earn more. It's how to stop your expenses from being as ambitious as your income, $150,000. The conversations around you change, not what people say, how they listen. There's a shift in how you're taken seriously in rooms, how your ideas land, how long people wait before interrupting. Money is not making you smarter. It is making you more legible to a world that reads people partly by their circumstances. Your investments are now doing real work. In a normal year, your portfolio earns what used to be your entire salary. You feel the tilt, income pushing one way, capital starting to push another. This is the moment most people don't recognize because they're too busy enjoying the income to notice the capital starting to matter more. The most important thing you own at this level isn't in your driveway. It's compounding quietly in an account you barely open anymore. $250,000 and above. You have stopped thinking about money the way you used to. Not because you're careless, because the question has changed. It isn't, can I afford this? It's, what do I actually want? And that question, without the noise of necessity around it, turns out to be surprisingly difficult. You keep the same close friends. Most of them don't know your number. The ones who do treat you the same, mostly, except for a small pause before certain conversations that was never there before. What this salary actually buys, more than anything else, is options. The ability to say no, to wait, to choose the work instead of needing the work. Most people spend their whole career chasing the number. The ones who get here realize the number was never the point. The point was always what you built while everyone else was spending. And the quiet ones, the ones who understood the gap at $50,000 and never let it close, are sitting somewhere near you right now, on a very different number. Follow for more stories like these.